Whatever horrors you may find in these dark places, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hey friend, I'm Olivia. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. Last time I tried very hard to save the princess because slaying people is not nice. And it did not end well for anyone, really. The first time she ended up slaying me, the second time me slayed me, and then the third time she got absorbed by something. But here we are again, back in the forest, on the path.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting the tab button on your keyboard. Ooh, neat. Well, this time I think we're just gonna say, okay.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
We'll do what the narrator says this time.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No funny business this time.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, the cursor changed. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Yeah, you couldn't say that last time. She ended up in a really nice place, sort of. Well, it looked nice. It was like possessed.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh, so aggressive now. Is it because we have the knife?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She's the one in charge down here. This is her place.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Strictly business this time.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Well, part of not talking makes you think I'm going to answer that question.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? Are you sure she's unarmed? I'm not dropping the blade. We can drop the blade or we can slay the princess. I have saved, so we can always come back and try the other one. I'm gonna slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
This is all red now.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Seems so.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
It's almost like she's a placebo.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course not, that was too easy. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Her sleeves are pretty small. Of course it is. She's dead. Let's go.
Yes, exactly.
Let's go.
It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we have.
You did kill someone.
Yes.
Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good.
You keep saying
One
that.
of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Let's leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
So now I'm the prisoner in the cabin in the woods? I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No.
Really?
This is the beginning of eternity.
Is the princess dead?
Your reward.
Is the narrator afraid of death?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
I don't know, it seems like it. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Of course we are. I like it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
No,
The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
This is
Eventually
fine.
you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yay. Good ending. You did it.
You have
saved-
already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? Okay. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay. Maybe I'm not happy. And maybe... And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
But there's nothing here.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Oh, well, I guess that would
He's
reset
right.
everything.
It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Yeah, but this is a video game and I can respawn.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
That is true.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
I'll be dead. I won't be able to yell at anyone.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
It's not exactly a happy place.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Oh, you're so moody, narrator. Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah, we know.
You're here to slay her.
We know. But I kill? But... no?
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
But the world ceased to exist once the
If he
princess
doesn't
was
remember
dead.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
But we did slay her.
She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead.
We killed her already.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
There is.
Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care about whether I'm being lied to. I care. I want to look at myself and see. No. You're right. It doesn't matter.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
Let's just go.
Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
We slayed the
The
princess
door to
before,
the basement
so should
groans
be
open,
fine.
revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You say that every time.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step,
She was facing
the
the other way
form of the
before.
princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
It's just like I told you.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And
Oh,
finally,
she's cute.
the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
She's a ghost.
Ghost!
Oh, don't be scared, hero.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
We never played Pokemon.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
I bet you do.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
So she has a body. And she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again. If we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
She's a ghost. Let's wait and see.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Well, I figured you were already dead.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
She might have threatened us last time, but we also had the knife last time. The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I... Oh, that's mean. Oh, which one shall I pick? This is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. It's already happened. Do you know why you came back? I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Thanks.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
Yeah,
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
sometimes.
No.
Sometimes. You don't always want to slay the monster, but sometimes you have to slay the monster.
So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
You know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
Can she hear a inner monologue?
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific.
She wasn't specific at all.
And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
No, because last time, just before, in fact, when we did what the narrator wanted, our world ended. And the princess being slain created a world of eternity for everyone else? Let's see. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? If you can go through walls, can't you just leave on your own?
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine.
I'm pretty sure she can hear you.
Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
That'd be dull, anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
That is true.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
She's got got a point.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Oh, when you say that about everything I pick. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? This would just be temporary, right? You'd leave once we were out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Well, but you could be nice, right?
Don't much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough in here as is.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Oh, you haven't seen the things we've seen.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
It sounds very reassuring.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
She might. Yeah, let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours.
She's adorable.
There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
You could not do that. That does not fill me with confidence.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yes, it's very frustrating.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Huh?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Part of the mirror. Glass? The mirror isn't made out of glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Is that why the mirror disappears every time we approach it?
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there.
like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, it's not that bad.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
See?
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her.
I know, she's being nice.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
That's a bit harsh.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Let's leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another?
What
or
was
is it the
it that
same
she
world
said?
reborn?
What does it matter where a thing ends and something else begins?
Against
all
the
the same?
backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from
Oh,
leaving
shush!
this place.
Don't give him ideas.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
No, we're fine.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
It's the threads.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
We're still here.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or
That's too
we
many worlds.
never been part of the world?
Ooh. That's interesting.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Yeah, okay. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Oh, Anna, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Claire.
Well, you could stop calling me that.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I meant to be.
Oh no! They stole the princess again! You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. And you always get scared.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. And they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
So you've grown. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
It's not what I meant.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, when I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Oh, I see. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
You have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
When all this is done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Yes, that's called growth?
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
To know oneself is a very, very big desire. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay.
We will meet again.
Yeah. Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
And I'm going to leave it here for now. Once again, I am Olivia, and this is Slay the Princess. And until next time, have a safe journey.